Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robin Young, and I'm the publisher of Orthopedics This Week. And these are the top 10 stories of the week of April 17th, 2023. Starting in at number 10 is our power rankings. Here we survey 26 of the largest orthopedic and spine suppliers. And these folks represent about 80% of all sales in this $25 billion industry. And we pull out of that the companies we think are the top 10 in the whole industry. So a number coming in at number 9 this week is Tendonova. Tendonova. They've developed a handheld device that put on the outside of a surgical site, and it percutaneously breaks up scars and eases any tendinopathy, that's tendon pain as you're exercising and rehabbing and so forth. It's a great little product. It's handheld, a lot of good electronics, and it's now part of the accelerated biologics line of biologic and minimally invasive sports medicine products. What that really means is Tendonova has found themselves a nice big distributor, which is good news for them. Coming in at number 8 is news out of Germany that Evonik, Evonik, which is based in Essen, Germany, is best known for its ability to 3D print bioresorbable polymers, and Leipzig, Germany-based medical device company Bellisono have teamed up to bring to market a pretty novel, resorbable, and custom-made implantable scaffold to be used in trauma patients, perhaps spinal implant patients, to add structural integrity to tissue grafts. Be sure to check this out at ryortho.com. Coming in at number 7 is kind of good news. Treace Medical has settled its patent litigation with Fusion Orthopedics. Now, both companies have developed and been marketing treatments for really severe bunion problems. There's no specifics on the settlement, but we have a lot of other details in our article at ryortho.com. Our 6th story is the news that the former Debut Synthes executive, Gary Fischetti, who I think has got to be the busiest man in orthopedics. He has his fingers in a lot of companies right now and is serving in a lot of interesting board and operational roles. And Vince Forlenza, who had 30 years at Becton Dickinson, have just joined the board of Acuitive Technology. And this is a young technology company that's developing a metabolically active and yet synthetic and resorbable biomaterial. I think it's made out of citrus, something or other. Anyway, adding Fischetti and Forlenza really puts some serious firepower on the Acuitive board. Definitely, this is a company to keep an eye on. Number 5 is news that a New York orthopedic surgeon has filed a whopping $25 million breach of contract and defamation lawsuit against the local community hospital where he had been under contract to provide services. It's a messy story. It's something you should make a episode on for TV. But to make it worse, one of the key players in this drama, the CEO of the hospital, passed away in the middle of all of this. So anyway, it's a heck of a story. Be sure to check it out at ryortho.com. And number 4 is our reminder. If you are a spine surgeon or if you are involved in any aspects of spine surgery, supporting, supplying, whatever, be sure you get to one of the consistently top-ranked spine meetings in the United States. I'm referring to the Castelvi Spine Meeting at Duck Key, Florida. Why? Because I went too fast. This meeting attracts the top faculty from around the country. There's plenty of educational sessions, both tech sessions and cadaver sessions, but best of all, you get the luxury of time to talk with some of these top spine and neurosurgeons. So get thee to Duck Key. You have about 3 weeks. And for all the details, including the faculty list and all the topics, check it out at ryortho.com. Our number 3 story this week is news that 2 orthopedic surgeons have blown the whistle at Erlanger Health System for allegedly overbooking surgeries. Now, what they're arguing is that because of all the booking, They worked too hard. Their staff had to do a lot of work that they would normally do. And at the end of the day, nobody was served well, least of all the patients. So this is an important case, which a lot of surgeons and a lot of folks that are working in clinics and hospitals might well relate to. So be sure you check out this really interesting court case, which we think is going to resonate all over the orthopedic and clinic universe. So that's at ryortho.com. Our number two story this week is the terrific news that the inestimable Dr. Parvizi, one of the most respected researchers and surgeons in all of orthopedics, is the new president of AAHKS, American Academy of Hip and Knee Surgeons. You know, it's interesting when we posted this story originally, we got a bunch of letters congratulating Parvizi for this. He's really well loved throughout the industry, and now he is the new president of AAHKS. He is by the way, the James Edward Professor of Orthopedic Surgery at Rothman Orthopedics in Philadelphia. Really a great guy, extraordinary researcher. Take a minute or two and read his story at ryortho.com. And our number one story this week is really interesting. So this tackles one of the most avoided but thought of questions in spine surgery, and that is, do patient outcomes differ depending on whether the surgeon is an orthopedic spine surgeon or a neurosurgeon? Do the patient outcomes differ depending on if they're an orthopedic surgeon or a neurosurgeon? Definitely could get the hackles up for some people, but this was a multi-center and global study. I think 5 centers participated, and it debunked some stereotypes, but they also found evidence of some differences. So long overdue. Kudos to the research team. This is a must-read article. I hope everyone checks it out. And those are the top 10 stories in orthopedics this week. Be sure to read these important stories and many more at ryortho.com. Thank you all very much and have a great week.